From the YouTube Dog Show, far away from the buildings of HBO Max, it's Weeknight there with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who is going to make HBO Max go insane, Ellie Cooney Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight. I'm going to come here. What's up, guys? Alright. Now, tonight's Shoutout winners are Specs Biochem, this fan edits, Death Power Night, this vigilante videos and gameplays and whatnot. Alexander his animations, the Ethnic Pente Show with his reactions, Web Design 18 with his podcast, his rants, his discussions, and everything else. Lex Books, of course, with his gameplays and whatnot. The Manuel Gap with the scene covers, Michael's iCast with his iMichael show and things like that. By the way, his iMichael show is coming back for another season. Get ready for it. It's going to be huge. Rebecca Kalinetta / Swaggy Vortex 733 VA Studios with voice acting and whatnot. Emotional Firefly is 97. Now, she has her random videos. You know, of course, because of her appearances here on the program, I think she's going to branch out a little bit before this year is over. You know, and emotion and Plumber J 2 exclamation mark. That's right, he does a whole lot of random things and he wants to be a game show host. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, please check those people out and trust me, once you check them out, you won't be disappointed. Now, this is the final night of streaming week. Yeah, I can't believe this is the final night of streaming week.
And for the final night of streaming week was the mightiest streaming service of all.
Well, believe it or not, it is HBO Max.
What? That's my whole bank account.
Everyone loves to mock it on Twitter.
I wonder why.
Here's the thing, it costs $14.99 a month.
That's my whole bank account.
Silver Blend's best friend, comic book, thinks that it has great content. But here's the thing, it's expensive!
No. Here's the thing. Is that for the premium version?
It's for the whole thing.
No. Because there's one with ads, and there's the one without ads.
It's $14.99 either way, with ads or without ads. Either way, it's the same thing.
That's like Netflix saying, no, I know they're bullshit. They're bullshit you. They have different fucking deals. $14.99 is probably the most common or smallest one. The highest one is probably $25. Watch it.
But HBO Max has a new movie in the works. It's being written by Gloria Calderon-Kellett and Natasha Rothwell from Insecure and One Day at a Time, respectively. It's called We Were There Too. Really?
Gloria, huh?
I know, it's a crazy name, but trust me. Anyway, that's a really dope title for a coming-of-age film. That's low for Hollywood, and that's coming from two guys who bring you the reject opening remarks bit. Let's take a look at this.
Welcome, folks. This is the end of stream week, streamer, whatever it is. And tonight, I thought about HBO. Listen up. HBO Max has claimed to have great content, but it costs $14.99. That's $15 plus tax for you non-American folk, and you American folk, which will be around, I don't know, about $16. All right, and that's a month. Really? Do you think that anybody will even try to buy it? That's like getting viewed by on a Mofkin show that comes on 2 a.m. in the morning or night. I don't know, I'm kind of stupid. And then saying that, I don't know, some bullshit. Anyway, HBO Max has a new movie written by Gloria
Calderon.
Kellett. What is a three-letter name? Three-word name. Anyway, and Natasha Rothwell from One Day at a Time and Insecure I won't see that. I won't. I'd rather watch late night shows. Look, I don't know what the fuck this movie is. I heard it from people that I've never heard before. I ain't watching it. They're like, bullshit. I ain't buying it. You'll be fucked up. Goodbye.
You want to know what polar bears do once everybody is done with the pool for the summer? That's right. They get in there and they swim. Oh my goodness. Somebody better clean that up next summer. Oh yes, swimming is my favorite thing of all time. I love to swim. So do I.
Wow.
By the way, we're sorry if that thing went a little too far. But, hey, what can you expect, huh? I think you swore more than a few times during that bit, I think.
This is YouTube. We're no longer on YouTube Kids. Someone needs to keep this show PG.
Let's just do the top 8 list. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what we're doing.
Buenos dias, compadre. Welcome to the top 8 reasons why everybody loves to make fun of HBO Max. Number 8. It's bloody expensive. It's my whole bank account.
Number 7. Only rich celebrities can get it.
You gotta catch your elbow. Number 6. The logo smells like rotten eggs. Your top 8 is like rotten eggs, yeah.
Number 5. It will feature a movie about eggs next year.
You capping. Number 4, one of the shows smell like... How the hell do you smell a TV show? That's your TV smell like shit. Anyway, one of the shows smell like 100 rotten armpits.
Number 3, some of the stars on HBO Max smell like fried boots.
Some bullshit. Number 2, Dennis Miller once made fun of it in the park.
Number
don't! Hold on! It's like HBO Network is only broke.
They're gonna get folded! Oh shit! Well, back up to this! A bird strikes back!
Thank you. Back problems, am I right? It worked. Gotta love room service. Hey, can I get in there? No. Okay.
There are 57 kinds of ketchup, millions of stars shining bright. There's 1,000 ways to lose your mind, but there's only one Nick at night.
So you're going to be shopping for carpeting soon, huh? Well, let me tell you what you can expect. You can expect high prices for one thing. But Empire still has 100% nylon pile carpeting from $6.95. And with others, you can expect to be charged a lot extra for padding and installation. But not at Empire. Empire includes polyfoam padding and professional installation. And with others, you can expect to wait weeks, maybe months, to get your carpet delivered and installed. Sure. But Empire has the carpeting you want in stock, so you can have it in days. And when you call 588-2300, who comes right out to your house with samples? Right, and who gives you credit terms with no installment payment for 60 days? Of course, and who gives you a Bissell Rug Shampooer absolutely free with 2 rooms or more? You can bet on it. So call Empire, the Carpet King.
588-2300 Empire.
There are 57 kinds of ketchup, millions of stars shining bright. There's 1,000 ways to lose your mind, but there's only one Nick at night.
Ain't thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. Now, since it is the end of streaming week, there's that graphic again, we thought that we would give you a very special edition of the Random Report. This time, it's all about HBO Max. Why? Well, you already know why we're talking about. Just roll the thing, huh?
From somewhere outside the Comedy Central studios, a place that mocks HBO Max every once in a while, it's the Random Report. And now, 3 people who will never do shows on HBO Max because they're quite content with their jobs as Craig Knightley's warm-up acts, Michael, Leroy, and Marina.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to the Random Report. Keep in mind we're on Nick at Night, not HBO Max. I'm Michael. I'm Leroy.
And I'm Marina. By now, you probably know about this streaming service called HBO Max. Like other streaming services, HBO Max has original movies and TV shows for $14.99 a month. That sounds a little expensive.
Well, one thing they have is a new movie written by the co-creator of One Day at a Time, Gloria Calderon-Collette, and the star of Insecure, Natasha Rothwell. Really? Who would want to do a movie on a streaming service no one has, eh? Hold on here. If you can afford Netflix, I don't see why you can't afford HBO Max. People do have it.
You think so? Huh. That calls for some poetry from the best poet of the 21st century.
Dave Passions?
Yup.
Okay. Let's see what he has to say.
HBO Max. So what if we can afford you? I mean, what on earth do? You have movies and shows from your main network, but do you know what I think? You're just a jerk. Getting people to make original movies? You tried, but then you got some unknowns to help. Man, you lied. So I'm gonna do the right thing and make this thing end. HBO Max, you'll never be my best friend.
Nice work, Dave. Who helped you out with that poem?
Thanks, Dr. Andrew. I had Luther and the Oddmen help me.
Thank you, but let me ask you this. Who would pay $15 for a streaming service that won't even last until 2021? And no, that does not include tax, but it does include anyone who doesn't have a small show on Nick at Night. That leaves us out. We're practically here for one reason and one reason only.
And that is...
This show and Weeknight Update are the warm-up acts for the wee hours with Craig Knightley.
No wonder Nick at Night's been promoting Craig's new nightly show.
Greg, he's on around 3 in the morning.
Come on, he's Nick at Night's poster boy.
Facts, but it's time to get out of here.
Alright, so for the Random Report, I'm the odd man.
I'm George Thompson.
I'm Dave Passions.
I'm Dr. Andrew.
And I'm Greg Stevenson.
I'm Michael. I'm Leroy.
I'm Marina.
And I'm Luther. Good night, good morning, and keep running away from HBO Max.
This has been the Random Report. Now back to Weeknight Update's HBO Max Spectacular. Then stay tuned for the wee hours with Craig Knightley and his guests Gloria Calderon-Collette and Natasha Rothwell. That's all to come on Nick at Night.
How did Craig Knightley manage to get all those people on his show?
He's Nick at Night's biggest star, and his show is the biggest overnight talk show on TV.
Facts.
The Random Report was taped in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.
Nick at Night, those TV classics, Nick at Night, no fatty acids.
Powerful TV.
But you can count on Nick at Night.
Wow. Wasn't that amazing? I mean, wasn't that amazing? Well, I don't know how we can beat that, but let's have some talking time. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Whoa, whoa.
Let's talk about it.
It's time now. 808 BBC before your common era. All the chickens and the lickens came together and they started a revolution unlike any other. In the day, everything was all quiet and everything else. But at 808 to 904 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, night, all times of the day, you know, on one clear summer's evening, all the chickens and lickens came together and the revolution began.
They said the revolution anytime they didn't say this. I swear to God, if I see you, I'm gonna kill you. Hello, audience. I'm Bob Folger's Penguin. It's 30 seconds. And welcome back to Talking Time with Cammy and Kung EA.
Hey, Kalama, what are you doing?
I'm mixing it up. Switch some colors.
Listen to this, okay? HBO Max. You know what? It launched about 3 months ago or something like that, right? Now, it has a lot of movies, TV shows, and upcoming original programming and things like that, right? You know, from Warner Media. But here's the thing: it costs $14.99 a month. You know, and it's a high quality premium streaming experience. Well, that's what Comic Book says.
A month.
That's right, $14.99 a month.
Okay. You know, that's cheap, you know. You just go to your local Walmart and get that much, you know. It's not like fucking $15 a month doesn't add up to like what, 300 some shit a year.
You know, wait, $14.99 a month, almost $200 a year or something like that.
Yeah, say what he said. Don't listen to me, listen to him. Yes.
Now, anyway, you know, it says here that it has a lot of old stuff from Cartoon Network.
A lot of old stuff.
Yeah, but then again, it also has the Not Too Late Show with Elmo. So
it has that one show who had Dexter.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes, I know you would have said that. It has that other show where those motherfucking girls had puff.
Powerpuff Girls, which the CW is rebooting.
The girls had puff powers. Change my mind.
It's being rebooted by the CW, and it's being a live action stuff.
What, like, how you gonna have a, you like that?
No idea.
HBO Max is a streaming service that you can get from Max.
Now here's the thing, alright? It has a little something for everyone, as opposed to the strictly family-friendly or adult-oriented content, which is what Netflix and Disney Plus both been guilty of doing for quite some time. And by the way, Netflix, we're not too happy with your attitude whatsoever. Not too happy.
What did Netflix do?
Oh, trust me. Remember, they got that movie about the girl stuff? We don't want to talk too much about it because so many YouTube videos have been done about that already.
Okay. I like how you didn't even say the damn name. Like, it's forbidden. Like, nah, bro. 50 people talk about that? Nah. That shit did not.
Alright. But it also has the Looney Tunes and things like that. You know, we're talking about HBO Max. But let's move on. You know what? HBO Max has a film written by Gloria Calderon-Kellett from One Day at a Time and Natasha Rothwell from Insecure. Now, they both wrote and created those shows. But here's the thing. One Day at a Time was a show from the 70s that got rebooted in 2019.
Well, it got rebooted in 2019. What? Question.
Go ahead.
Who are these Okay, so what is HBO Max doing this time?
Well, they're doing a movie entitled We Were There Too. A classic 1980s coming-of-age story set in John Hughes' Chicago. But in this story, the Brat Pack is in the background. For the first time, the focus is on everybody else.
Don't we have one of those where I forgot what it was, but like fucking you had like this guy narrated through his adventures a bit. It was a movie. I think Family Guy did a freaking little episode of that. You guys know where he had to jump jumped the fence and then Joe's leg got ran over by the train. Yeah, that movie.
Now, it's kind of crazy to think that, that we're still getting coming of age movies in the 2020s. Wouldn't you believe that?
And I get what they're trying to do. I guess they're trying to make it like relatable, but really, if you do, look, this is step one. Have somebody cap. I don't mean like that's why your throat get chipped. No, fuck no. I mean cap. Like you gotta have somebody cap, and then you go on from there.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I gotta ask you one question.
They
all
need
right?
a cap.
You really think that people are going to give this show a chance after you said that?
What?
You were worried about
For coming of age film, for it to be relatable. And I don't mean to talk about Corona. Fuck that. I mean they have to have somebody cap. That cap guy's I don't know. He's somehow fucked up, and then he fixes himself. That can be a subplot. Wow, look at that, guys. Already made a subplot for a dumbass movie. Now, are they finna take that? No. They're probably gonna have them say some corny bullshit lines, and I want Mark. Mark guys get shut the hell up.
Well, all I know for sure, is that HBO Max is a little loopy. Actually, way too loopy for our taste. And also, this show is going to be extremely crazy. I don't know how the show's going to appear when you see it, but at this point, take what you can get, I guess. Well, that's the show for tonight. My thanks to everybody who appeared on the show and the people who you are about to see the ending experiments. Please stay tuned for the ending experiments. And please try to enjoy yourselves this weekend, okay? I'll see you back here on Monday. That's the news. I'm Alex Case. Bye. What you're about to see might shock you. And, Adam can be a little loopy sometimes. So, with that being said, viewer discretion is advised.
It's time to go into the weekend in style. That's right. It's time for the ending experiments.
It's time to get your randomness going. That's right. It's Random Thoughts with George Thompson.
Good morning, I'm George Thompson. Welcome back to Random Thoughts. Let's have some fun. That's Drew Carey's line, never mind that. Anyways, today we're talking about HBO Max. Now, if you guys don't know, HBO Max is a new streaming service. It's up there with all the other ones, right? But in order to watch anything on it, like the movies and shows, you have to pay $14.99. I can get Hulu and Disney Plus for that price. Not to mention, I don't even have a proper budget for this show. Anyways, on Disney Plus, on HBO Max, there's a movie called One Day at a Time, which is being co-written by Gloria Kellett and Natasha Rothwell. Now, I don't think that anybody would get HBO Max, but I would consider it if Vigilante was on there. Maybe.
Would you really consider getting HBO Max if Vigilante is a show? Really? I think that HBO Max is still way too expensive. I mean, we're not even getting enough money to get HBO Max, even though I'm now making a little over $100 a year now. I don't think I'll ever get enough money to get an even bigger show.
You're right. Besides, nobody else would want to give us bigger shows. I'm happy with that we're still on Nick at Night.
So am I! Speaking of which, I got a show to do. Toodles!
Thanks, Miss Becky. Good luck out there, too. Thanks for being here, this Random Thoughts. Peace out, everyone.
That was your randomness for tonight.
That was Random Thoughts with George Thompson.
And now, because HBO Max is starting to go up against Netflix, here's a woman who has something to say about HBO Max, Miss Becky.
Thank you. Good morning, I'm Miss Becky, and I'm here to talk about HBO Max. It's a streaming service that has so many TV shows and movies, but you have to pay $14.99 to get it every single month. $14.99 a month? That's more than what I make in a single week. I can't afford that. It has the new original movie written by the co-creator of One Day at a Time, Gloria Calderon-Kellett, and the star of Insecure, Natasha Rothwell. Are you serious? I know that some people have HBO Max, but come on! That movie would not do too well.
Why would you say that?
I mean, let's be honest. If you pay $14.99 for HBO Max every month, then you'll be down $180 by the end of the year. Do you know how many people will be able to get HBO Max?
Only 10.
I'm going for a lower number than that. That's too expensive for me.
Okay, Luther said that 10 people will get HBO Max to keep it alive, but Marley Carson thinks less than that. And Marley's right. The actual number of people who will get HBO Max is 3. Wow, good job, Marley. Hey, Mr. Announcer, what did Marley win?
A brand new car, a huge swimming pool, and $1,000. That translates to $1,950 in cash and prizes.
Great, thanks. This is more than what I make in a year.
You're welcome. Don't worry, Luther. We got something for you, too.
That's right. Luther, for asking the question that made us play a little game show on Nick at Night, you receive $575, a month supply of Pepsi, and a gold jacket. In total, $985.
Thank you. I am so happy. I mean, this is more than I make in 5 months.
Well, I'm glad I can make you happy, but it's time to go. Toodles!
That was Miss Becky. I know HBO Max is expensive, but I didn't know that Miss Becky wanted to host a game show.
It's time for a brief release from awkwardness. It's Luther's Joke of the Week.
Hold on. HBO Max has a bunch of original movies and TV shows, and we only have to pay $15 a month for it? Wow, that is really expensive. I'm done. Why are we still doing this?
That was Luther's Joke of the Week. I told you that would be brief.
From the Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios Florida, it's the Overnight Show starring Marley Carson. This morning, a discussion about HBO Max, and Miss Becky and Luther are going to help her get ready for her own HBO Max show. And now, here's Marley.
Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to the Overnight Show. I'm Marley Carson. Sorry about the delay, but I just did a commercial for a new restaurant in town called Happy Pins. And it's a needle of a place. It has the new needle burgers, and they taste okay, but it took me about 15 minutes to get all the needles out of my mouth. On the bright side, I was able to make $2.50 for that commercial. Don't get me wrong. I love doing a show on Nick at Night, but my salary is just plain dreadful. I recently told someone that Nick at Night only pays me $468 a year, and that person said, "That's awful, do you need a place to stay?" Anyways, let's talk about HBO Max. It's a streaming service that has a lot of TV shows and classic movies, such as The Not Too Late Show with Elmo, and many others. But you have to pay $14.99 a month to get it. I can't even afford to have my dressing room decorated with roses and bubblegum. What makes anybody think that I can afford HBO Max? It also has original movies, like the one written by Gloria Calderon-Kellett from One Day at a Time, and Natasha Rothwell from Insecure. Wonder if I could be in that movie.
No, you can't.
Why not, Miss Becky? What's wrong with me being in a movie on HBO Max?
Have you seen your audition tape for the movie?
Wow, that wasn't a good movie. I have a question. Is anybody even interested in this?
You see what I mean?
I guess you're right. But I can't take making a little under $5 a year anymore.
Well, you can't do a show on HBO Max either.
Why can't I have a show on HBO Max, Luther? I hear that HBO Max pays new people like me $4 a day. And that will help me a lot more than just 9 cents a week.
Take a look at the audition tape that you made last week.
So I was watching TV the other day, and I saw the tallest man in the world. Then I realized that I was watching an old episode of The Match Game with Gene Rayburn, and I went back to bed.
That wasn't any better than your last audition take.
True, but I'm trying very hard to branch out.
Well, you better get used to being on Nick at Night at 3 in the morning, because it doesn't look like you're ever going to get out of here.
This is ridiculous. Now I have to be stuck with this show without a raise.
Didn't the people on Nick at Night say something to you about getting a raise if you stay on the air for a little longer?
Yes, in fact, Nick at Night executive Stephen Richardson told me about that before my first day on the job.
Marley, if you can prove to me and to some of the other Nick at Night executives that you can do a great job at 3 o'clock in the morning, then we will boost your weekly salary from 9 cents a week to 27 cents a week.
Wow, tough break.
Sorry about that. But at least nobody is trying to take your job.
Actually, John Sweeper, Steve Leno, and some of the biggest supermodels in the world want my time slot. That's crazy, right, Miss Becky? Oh well, that's it for this morning. My thanks to Miss Becky and Luther for stopping by. I'd also like to thank you for watching, and Stephen Richardson for helping me with the quick flashback. I'll see you next week with a discussion about Joe Rogan and many more surprises. I hope that I'll still be here next week too. Sweet dreams.
This has been the Overnight Show starring Marley Carson, a Casting Cue production. This program has been recorded in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida. Stay tuned for the wee hours with Craig Knightley next on Nick at Night.
I love classics, so does she.
We're both crazy about good TV. We have so much in common.
We're crazy about Nick at Night.
Here it comes from the Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida. A fortune of fabulous prizes may go to one of our contestants if the price is right and expensive. Jay Stevenson, come on down. You're our contestant on The Price is Right and Expensive. And now, here's the star of The Price is Right and Expensive, Joey Headphones.
Thank you very much. Welcome to The Price is Right and Expensive. We're here with Jay Stevenson, and he's a school teacher from New York City. How are you, Jay? I'm fine. I'm ready to guess the correct and expensive price of an item. Well, let's not waste any time, and we'll show you the item up for bid.
It's HBO Max, a new streaming service that has a lot of weird TV shows and a few interesting movies. Joey?
Well, if you can guess the price of HBO Max without going over and while being actually expensive, then not only will you win HBO, but we'll also give you $450. What's your bid? $14.99 a month. That translates to how much money a year? $179.88 a year. Okay, well, let's see the actual retail price. You got it! Congratulations! Way to go! Until next time, this is Joey Headphones reminding you to stay happy, stay healthy, keep running, doing all the things that you're supposed to do. Peace out!
This is your announcer speaking for The Price is Right and Expensive, a Casting Cue production. Here we go.
HBO Max, newest characters. Now listen up. It's Eggs Duckhan. Wow! And then there's fish coming from the deep blue sea. And then there's trash. Stay in the trash can, trash. There's Armpit McGee. And then there's Sweaty Hand McGee. But then there's Trumpet Steve. That's his elephant. That's his elephant, Steve. I said trumpet. How does a E look like a T? Dorky Dawn? Dorky? Now you go. Okay, I'm out. Bloody hell. Look. It's just been freaking rainstorm this shit, weather. I just get quick for this paper to freaking chop suey. Flip up. These were the titles for HBO Max shows. Right? Number 1, Dorks. Oh wait, all you dorks get a down here. Number 2, the squares. They're mostly squares. Rectangles. Hey, Buzz. Okay, it's great. It's great. The 5 is wow. Number 6 is eggs. Number 5 is the pits. I know. Okay, wait. Okay, wait.
Okay, I just got this list here from the people at Nick at Night, right? Here are the people who will have shows on HBO Max next year. John Cena, Tom Green, Becky G, Oscar Mahomes, Ben Stein, Ariel Calderon, Elaine Joyce, and Joanne Flume.
Bruh.
You know what really grinds my gears? When we have to film a segment, it starts rain, after it's rained pretty much all day. Anyway, here are HBO Max's problems. Nobody will get it. You know, everybody hates it. Well, they like to mock it, but still, it's being mocked 24/7, and people fool around on it every single day. I mean, it's completely odd. Just like us doing this in the rainstorm. But they don't call us not like any other late night show for nothing. What did we learn? HBO Max isn't cheap. HBO Max isn't really entertaining. Nobody has HBO Max right now. That's it. We're done. Join next week for 5 weeknight episodes that are even stranger. Now here it is. Your musical performance time nonsense. Here we go.
And now, jazzing your stress away, it's the musical performance time.
Okay, huge announcement, folks. All right. Marley Carson is going to do these musical performance time bits every other week, not every week. You know, and that's okay. You know, but I still gotta do this musical performance time stuff for you. So, here is an original composition by yours truly. Please enjoy. And now it's time for another musical performance time performance. This time it's a song entitled "There Are Many Ways to Say I Love You" by Mr. Rogers. Please leave comments down below if you want more theme weeks on Weeknight Update. Please. Thank you very much.
NICKAT, NITE, NICKAT, Nick at Night for me.
Better living through television.